very serious and do proper discussions in a context that we can find a long-lasting solution to its problems. Mr. Speaker, it is true that our debt to GDP has been drastically reduced. But then, one cannot talk about it without considering the background and what we have to do as a country. Whether we accept it or not, it is true and it is a fact that a few years back, the whole world was hit with economic crisis. And that plunged the globe and Ghana into a situation where productivity and market activities were impaired. That for the first time in the history of this country, civil servants and public servants were asked to stay home, but they were paid. Private sector had to sack over 40,000 workers. Paying corporate taxes were highly reduced to the extent that we have revenue shortfall of about 12 billion. Mr. Speaker, our main financing arms includes debt financing and revenue. So government inevitably had to rely profoundly on debt financing. And because we have market impaired and productivity impaired, our GDP was not growing, but we're financing using debt. So our debt to GDP went to over 80%. But this is where the love story begins. The debt government, as prudent as it was able to manage the economy to the extent that by the time my brothers took over this economy, our debt to GDP had reduced to about 61.8. Please, when you are talking about that price, Mr. Speaker, this statement I'm making, you are suffering from unconscious income for the sake of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, this comment I'm making, please, Mr. Speaker, can we control it? This comment I'm making was a statement emphatically made by Dr. Atufosi in his first personal budget statement in this house. Go and check. It's not my statement. Inflation rate has been reduced from 54.1 to 22.9. GDP from about 0.4 or 0.5 when the world grew negative 3.3 has grown to 5.6 before they took over, higher than 2016. So, Mr. Speaker, we need to put these background or issues in the right context because we talk about that to GDP where we are today. I will not run away from the fact that Dr. Atufosi's tenure, they've been able to continue that good work and stabilize the economy. That I will not run away from. But there is this issue to consider. Resilience is an issue.